So how many of you want to achieve a grand success? Please reply in chat box. How many of you would love to achieve a grand success in your life? Be it your health, wealth, career, relationship, finance, social, spiritual. It can be anything. Do you really want to have that massive success in your life? Please reply in chat box. If it is yes, then reply yes in the chat box. I'm waiting for your answer. I would really appreciate it. Is going to be a interactive kind of session. It is not going to be one-way traffic, right? So there is a question that what is the difference between success and massive success? Wow, it's an amazing question. See, it's a very fantastic question. I would say the definition of success varies from person to person. Definition of success varies from person to person. For some people, having the great bonding with others is the ultimate success or massive success. Success and massive success at the end of the day same. It is all about in your mind how you perceive that. But for every individual, the definition of success is different. For some people, the peace of mind is ultimate success. For some people, to go in front of public and speak in front of maybe 5,000, 10,000 people, that is a success for them. So it varies from person to person. So whatever it may be definition, it is applicable to you. I respect your definition. I respect whatever things you want to achieve in your life. But I just asking, do you really want to achieve that success or massive success, whatever you call it? So please feel free and reply. So whenever you want to ask question, please put it in the question answer tab. And whenever I'm asking you to post some questions, the replies, you need to put it in chat box. So why I'm asking this question? Why I'm asking this question? Because everything is created twice in the world. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Everything is created twice in the world, but how? Everything in the world is created twice, be it your health, wealth, career, relationship, finance, social, spiritual, anything. Everything is created twice in the world. Can anyone tell me? Do you know how it is created twice? Any idea? Only question answers. Okay, so okay, so looks like there is no clue to you. Now let me share you the real answer. The real answer is, first of all, is it created in your mind and then in the real world. Whatever you want in your life, first of all, it is created in your mind, then in the real world. Do you believe? Do you agree? See, whatever technology we are using right now, the Zoom technology or internet, or maybe the smartphone you are having, the kind of clothes you are wearing, the kind of specs you are having, everything. First of all, it was created in someone's mind. Do you agree? First of all, it is created in someone's mind, then in the real world. So in the same manner, whatever success you want, you need to create in your mind. See, whenever we meet someone in the morning, usually what we say, whenever we meet someone in the morning, usually what we say, suppose you want to greet me, yeah, in the morning, how you will greet me? Please reply in chat box. See, this is going to be interactive session. I want your reply. Trust me, I'm going to help you to overcome that negative thoughts, that depressive thoughts, that mental fatigue and everything. Trust me, it is not just going to be a motivational talk, it is going to be a strategic talk. Lot of strategies I'm going to share with you, which is going to have the amazing impact in your life. So there is an answer by Mithun that wishing you a good day. Okay. Feel free and reply because I want your answers. Once I get your answers, then only I can move ahead. Feel free and share whatever you want in the chat box. So I got only one answer as of now from Mithun. I want everyone to participate. Yeah, I want everyone to participate. Suppose you want to greet me, how you will greet me? Please reply in chat box. So usually people greet by saying, okay, usually people greet by saying good morning, right? If they're meeting in the morning, they say good morning, afternoon, good afternoon, and the evening time they say good evening. But in your life, you want to become good or great. In your life, you want to become good or great. Everyone wants to become great. So you must say the words like great morning, great afternoon, great evening. You may say why? Because your words create your world. Please understand, your words create your world. The kind of words you are using again and again, it is impacting your subconscious mind, and whatever is there in your subconscious mind, you experience things in that way only. Okay, one more question I will ask over here. Do you remember who won 2016 World Cup in 2020? 2020 World Cup in 2016, it was happened in India. In India, 2016, there was World Cup, 2020 World Cup. Who won that World Cup? Can anyone tell me who won that? You can Google it also. No, Mithun, it wasn't India. I'm saying 2016, 2020 World Cup. Exactly. So there is amazing. So there is an answer by Deepu. There is answer by Zubin. West Indies. Perfect. It's a perfect answer. Now, can anyone tell me on which song they were dancing whole World Cup? They were dancing like this. They were doing some kind of this kind of hand movements, body movement. What kind of song it was? Can you tell me the lyrics? Maybe one or two, maybe one or two words. Can you tell me the lyrics, one or two words? On which song they were dancing? Exactly. So DJ Bravo, something like that. Perfect, Deepu. Fantastic. It's an amazing answer. By the way, do you know they were stuck in Dubai? The West Indies team, they were stuck in Dubai. They were not having enough money to come to Mumbai to play the World Cup. In such a worse situation, their morale was so down. They were feeling so low. But that point of time, BCCI, they have huge amount of money, right? So they sponsored West Indies team. So whole West Indies team came to India and they played the World Cup, and whole World Cup they were dancing on this song. The song was like, Bravo is a champion, Gale is a champion. So again and again, they were repeating the word champion. Now, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of champion? Can anyone tell me what is the synonym or some meaning of champion? Reply in chat box. What is the synonym or meaning of word champion? What does it mean? What is the meaning of champion? I do not want a dictionary meaning. I just want the in general meaning. What is the meaning of word champion? Exactly. So there is an answer by Elizabeth. It's a winner. So again and again, they were saying to themselves, yes, there is an answer by Mithun also, excellence in particular sport or anything. Perfect. Perfect. So they were saying to themselves something positive again and again. If I hope you have pen and notepad something, I request you, please write it down. Whatever I am sharing you, please write it down. It is very, very important. The kind of words you use again and again, it programs your subconscious mind and you experience same kind of life. They were using word like champion again and again, and their subconscious mind was programmed for that winning that World Cup, winning that trophy, and they won that World Cup. You know, they lost one match against Afghanistan. Afghanistan, such a worst team by then, and they lost match against them. But still, West Indies team was quite upbeat, quite positive, and they beat India in the semi-final and England in the final. Last 4 balls, 4 sixes were hit by none other than Carlos Brathwaite, right? So all these miracles happen because they programmed their subconscious mind with word champion. Now you tell me what kind of words you are using in your life to program your mind. So first thing you must do is start using some powerful positive words like great morning, great afternoon, great evening. That is the first thing. Second thing you must do is you must greet someone. Whenever you want to greet someone, use some dynamic and positive words. Suppose I'm asking you, how are you? Suppose I'm asking you, how are you? So what is going to be answered? Do not copy right now. Do not just repeat whatever I'm saying. Usually, tell me honestly, usually what kind of answers you give to others, be it on the social media or be it when you meet someone, what kind of answers you give. Yeah, so there is one answer by Elizabeth, I'm good. Okay, I appreciate that. So what kind of answers you give? So there are 10 people over here in this meeting. Okay, so there is an answer by Zubin. I am fine. I request all of you to please be active over here. So Mithun, I am fine. Thank you. How are you doing? Okay. I want answer from all. So 10 people are there. Yeah. So I want answer from all. Please be active. Trust me, it is going to be the miraculous session for you. Something magical is going to happen today. So Rishikesh, please answer. Mahesh. So I can see Nesa. Yeah, so I want answer from all. Yeah, so Pavati ma'am also said it. I'm fine. Now you tell me, what is the meaning of word fine? What is the meaning of word fine? Can anyone tell me? So Rishikesh is saying I'm doing great. Okay. So what is the meaning of word fine? Reply in chat box. See, the meaning of word fine is okay, okay, going well. Okay. And there is one more meaning of word fine. Okay, so Mithun is saying not being unwell. Oh, there is another way looking at it. There is another meaning of word fine. Can anyone tell me? There is one more meaning of word fine. I hope you know that. There is a one more meaning of word fine. Yes. So that is called charge. That is called penalty. That is called punishment. So when you are repeating that kind of word, it has got some negative attachment to it. There are some negative emotions to it. So I would say, whenever someone asks you, how are you? What should be your answer? Your answer should be, I'm fantastic, I'm great, I'm top of the world, I'm miraculous, I'm mesmerizing, I'm amazing, I'm fantastic, I'm magical, I'm magnificent. Start giving such kind of positive answers. You will say like, this is foolish. My life is not going that way. Then why I should say like that? You must do it. I will tell you why. Because your words create your world. Kind of words you're using again and again, it is programming your subconscious mind. Please understand, whatever life you have right now, whatever life you have right now, whatever life I have right now, it is because of my yesterday's decision. Whatever life I have right now, you have, it is only because of my yesterday's decisions, my yesterday's action. Do you agree? And whatever life I'm going to have tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 1 month down the line, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, it's dependent on today's actions. Do you believe that? Reply in chat box. Whatever life I'm going to have in my future is dependent on today's moment. Do you agree this philosophy? Whatever life you're going to have in future is dependent on this present moment. What you're doing in this present moment, that matters the most. Do you believe? So it is dependent upon today. So if you don't use positive words now, how you can expect positive life in the future? How it is possible? Tell me. How can you have amazing, miraculous, fantastic life ahead if you don't believe right now? So it starts with the believing in this present moment, then the future is going to be like that. Oh, let me, okay, there is one question. Yeah, I will answer the question later. So basically, you need to do something unique. By the way, let me ask you one more thing. How many of you want to have positive people in your life? Reply in chat box. How many of you would love to have positive people in your life? So there is one. Okay, so questions I'm going to answer later on. Okay. How many of you want to have positive, dynamic, supportive, helpful people in your life? Reply in chat box. How many of you want to have, so everyone is saying that we want, right? We want to have amazing, positive and dynamic people. So I would say while replying, you can, yes, some people are negative as well. There are some people who are negative. I know that. By the way, I'm requesting all of you, while giving me the answer in the chat box, you can put it as all panelists and attendees. Yeah, because as of now, only I am getting the answers. Let everyone receive that answer. Okay, so you can select the option like all panelists and attendees. I hope that option is open so everyone can see your answers also. Now let me tell you, kind of people you're going to have in your life is totally dependent on you only. Kind of people you're going to have in your life is totally dependent on your thoughts and feelings. So birds of same feather flock together. You must have heard the statement, birds of same feather flock together. So kind of person you are, same kind of people are going to come in your life. Your vibe, your aura, your vibration attract same kind of people. So there is one amazing statement in English called your vibe attract your tribe, not wife. Your vibe, your aura, your vibration going to attract same kind of tribe in your life. And hence Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. If you want dynamic and positive people in your life, then you need to become like that. If you are not dynamic and positive, I'm sorry, no positive and dynamic person, helpful person will enter your life. If you want dynamic positive people, then you need to change yourself. So how many of you are ready to change yourself from today itself, from this moment itself? How many of you going to transform your life, going to take that responsibility from today itself? Reply in chat box. How many of you going to take that responsibility and create that massive change? See, you need to take that responsibility. You cannot expect from others to change. You need to change, then the world is going to change. Yeah, thank you so much, Rishikesh. So you need to change, then only. Thank you so much, Nesa. So you need to change yourself, otherwise nothing is going to happen. How many of you would love to become extraordinary, outstanding? Everyone wants, right? Whenever you meet someone, you want to have that amazing positive impression. You know, to create that first impression, you do not get the second chance. To create the first impression, you do not get second chance. And if you want to have amazing impression on someone, you need to do something unique. You need to do something out of the box. See, whatever 99% people are doing, if you do the same stuff, you're going to get the same result what 99% people are getting. Let me repeat. Whatever 99% people are doing, if you do the same stuff, same things, you're going to get same things in your life. As simple as that. If you want something magical, miraculous, amazing, top of the world, best to best in your life, then you need to do something what 99% people will never ever do. Simple. You need to do something which 99% people will never ever do. 99% people will never say great morning, great afternoon, great evening. 99% people will never say I'm top of the world, I'm amazing, I'm fantastic. 99% people will never going to use some positive words. And here you need to step in and you need to do something unique, something out of the box. It is very simple. You know, I find some people, they while they are communicating on the call, yeah, there is a phone call or con call, whatever it may be, they usually talk like this. Okay, see, suppose they want to acknowledge someone, yeah, while acknowledging the another person, this is how they speak. Okay, okay, no problem, okay, no issues, okay, no worries, okay, no tension, okay, no problem, okay, no tension. This is how they communicate. Are you like that? Do you give such kind of answers while giving the acknowledgement? Even while chatting also, and even while doing the maybe mailing also, no issues, no worries, no problem, no tension. Are you following such kind of pattern? Because the kind of words you are typing also, it is programming your subconscious mind. So from today onwards, stop using negative words. Suppose if you want to talk to someone and if you want to acknowledge that person, you can acknowledge like, suppose some serious topic is going on, some serious topic. Then you can say, okay, fine, okay, yeah, okay. You can use something like that. Suppose a serious topic is going on, but usually 90% time it is going to be a normal topic. In that case, you have to use word like, okay, fantastic, okay, amazing, okay, great, okay, okay, fantastic. So this is how you're supposed to acknowledge, even while doing the chatting also. I hope you're getting the clarity. See, these are the day-to-day ways by which you can create that positive energy in your life. See, I know I got a message from Pavati ma'am that you need to give some booster to them so that they become dynamic and positive. So there is a depressive thoughts, there is a mental fatigue kind of thing in the employees. You know why? Because directly or indirectly you are using the negative words, and hence such kind of vibrations are there in your life. Are you getting the clarity? Are you getting the different strategies I'm telling you? What kind of words you have to use and all? Okay, one more strategy from my side. Okay, before that, how many of you set password for the mobile? How many of you set password for your mobile? I know the answer is yes from all of you. I know everyone set the password. Yeah. Even if you do not having the password of your mobile, maybe you must be using for the Google Pay, right? You have to use Google Pay, Phone Pay, right? UPI payments, then net banking. You need to use the password. Be it Gmail, Facebook, everywhere you need to use the password. And there are some passwords, maybe to your laptop or something, you have to use it frequently, right? You have to use it frequently. Now, you know, your password can be your savior. Your password can bring success in your life. How? I will tell you, you use some positive passwords. Instead of having an ordinary password of your name or 1234 hashtag, instead of that, you use some positive password. Suppose you want peace of mind. Your highest priority in your life is peace of mind. So you put the password peace of mind. This is your password. Suppose your highest priority is having growth in your career. You can put growth as your password. Suppose if you want to buy some house or something, right? 2 BHK, 3 BHK or what, or whatever it may be, or maybe world tour or something like that, whatever it may be. I don't know. Maybe if you want to buy a new laptop or something, or you want to gift something someone, whatever it may be, that should be your password. You know why? Because you're going to use those words again and again, again and again. And our subconscious mind gets programmed when we repeat something again and again. So why to repeat some ordinary or negative words? Why not to repeat positive and dynamic words again and again? I hope you're getting the clarity. Is it making sense to you, whatever I'm saying? Please reply in chat box. Is it making sense to you? See, I'm not giving big jargons to you of psychology and all. No, I'm telling how day-to-day life activities can bring you success, can bring you peace of mind, can give you whatever you want in your life. Is it making sense to you? How day-to-day life activities, this is small activities. I'm not asking for big meditation or some prayers and all. I'm not asking about that. I'm saying very basic, easy tools by which you can program your mind in a fantastic way. Okay, one more last thing I want to tell you before I start my presentation and all. By the way, let me tell you, I haven't started my topic yet. I'm just creating that environment, nothing else. I know I haven't even introduced myself. I know that. I know that. Because for you, what matters the most, not who am I, it's all about what I'm going to get. So I'm trying to create that rapport with you first. Then I'm going to share who I am, what kind of things I have been doing and all. I'm going to tell you everything. How many of you use WhatsApp, Instagram and Facebook? How many of you use social media? Very foolish question, right? In this today's digital world, everyone is using the social media. If not Instagram, maybe Facebook. If not WhatsApp, maybe Telegram. If not Telegram, maybe Twitter. You must be using something, or maybe all of it. You know, your WhatsApp DP, your WhatsApp status, your WhatsApp stories, your Facebook stories, your Instagram stories, your post shaping up your life. Whatever you're posting on social media is shaping up your life. You will say, how is it going to make the sense to me? If I post something on the Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, how it is going to impact me? It is going to impact you. Now let me tell you. So whenever you post something in the form of story or post or whatever it may be, that point of time, minimum, I would say minimum 100 people watch that, right? Minimum 100 people watch that. Suppose that post or that story is negative, then the 100 people who are reading your post or story, whatever it may be, they are going to think either positive or negative, dependent on the post you are sharing. Suppose your post is like life is hell. If you post, suppose you're going through that, and if you share it like life is a hell, then what 100 people are going to think about you? They are going to think like this person is in the hell. This person is in the really bad state of mind, and you will have more negative energy. You will have more negative energy from others. But if you put on the status like life is beautiful, then all the 100 people are going to think positive about you, and all that positive energy is going to come to you. Hence, your status, DP, or whatever it may be, it has to be positive always, so that you start attracting some positive energy. And this is also known as, in psychological terms, collective consciousness. When the number of people thinking the same patterns about you, you experience that kind of energy in your life. So I request all of you, make sure on your social media, your day-to-day life, you use positive and dynamic words. Can anyone tell me what is the law of karma? Is there anyone who knows the law of karma? Law of nature, law of karma. Can anyone tell me? Please reply in chat box. What is law of karma? I request everyone to give your answers in the chat box, not in question answer. Okay? Do not post your comments and all in the question answer. Whatever I am asking you as of now, use chat box only. Use chat box only. Suppose if you want to ask some questions, those questions should be in the question answer. Okay, so Mithun, can you please tell me what is the law of karma or law of nature? You said, okay, so Mahesh is saying our duties, yes. So Parvati ma'am saying law of karma is whatever we will do, it will come back to us. How many of you believe that? Whatever we give to others, we get it back in many folds. It's very simple, all right? Action, reaction, action, reaction, action, reaction. This is what science also says. So science and that philosophy goes hand in hand. It's the same stuff. What you give to others, you get it back in many folds. Now, whenever you meet someone, suppose you are negative because of XYZ reason, because you're going through some tough situations in your life. But if you meet someone and you share something positive, something dynamic with them, on social media, you always share something uplifting, something positive, something dynamic. Then what kind of things you're going to get back in your life? If you whenever you connect with someone, be it on the social media or be it in your office or wherever it may be, if you're always emitting positive vibes, if you're always sharing some positive words, great news, amazing things, then what kind of things are going to come in your life? The answer is simple. More positive, amazing, great news, more amazing things in your life. Why? Because you are giving the same. So first give, my dear friends. Do not expect anything from anyone. You know, expectations lead to pain. Expectations leads to pain. So do not expect anything from anyone. Just give. Because as per law of karma, as per law of nature, as per law of science, what we give, we get it back. Action equals reaction. I hope it is quite clear now. So are you going to follow this system? Whatever system I have been telling you for last almost 30 minutes, I've been telling you a lot of different strategies, which you can use in day-to-day life, right? So how many of you are going to follow this? Please reply in chat box, I am going to follow. Please reply in chat box, I am going to follow, right? You have to say it with the energy in the chat box. I am going to follow. Please reply in chat box so that I can move on. Okay, amazing. Please reply in chat box, and you have to say like this, I am going to follow. It's a very simple techniques. It's not rocket science. It's a day-to-day life stuff. Amazing. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your fantastic response. Now let me share the screen with you, and let me start our PPT. Okay, great. Now you must be wondering this guy has been talking a lot of things from 11 a.m. But who the hell he is? Who is he? Now let me introduce myself with your permission. So if you just Google who creates success story, and if you search it, you will get answer. Samir Narath, your success is my passion. Yes, I am Samir Narath and I am a success story creator. I am Samir Narath and I am success story creator. Now let me move ahead and give my formal introduction. So basically, I'm an electrical engineer. I did diploma from VJTI College and degree from Sardar Patel College of Engineering. After that, I did job for 6 years in Blue Star Limited, an AC manufacturing company, air conditioner company, as an assistant manager in the R&D, research and development. In between, I did my MBA also in marketing. 6 years after doing all this stuff, I realized like I just love to help and motivate. I just love to help and motivate. So I quit my job and started working as a motivational speaker and counselor. And till now, around 450 seminars I have delivered. Now the webinars also across Mumbai and Maharashtra. And now this is a webinar is happening at national level. I'm quite grateful to Pavati ma'am for that. I'm grateful to the whole management team of Twinsway. And around 25,000 people I have trained. And by God's grace, lots of success stories. Trust me, my dear friends, today is the turning point of your life. Today, I'm going to share amazing things by which you're going to create your own success story. So how many of you are really excited to create your own success story? You're going to create it. See, I'm just going to act like a mentor as your friend. I'm just going to guide you. At the end of the day, you're going to follow the system and achieve your grand success. I'm just going to facilitate that. I'm just going to guide you, nothing else. So let me share you why I shifted from engineering background to the motivational field. Let me share you why I shifted from engineering background to motivational field. So it happened because of this failure. Now let me just zoom it. Even you can also zoom it, but let me zoom it for you. See, I hope you can read this. Fails not eligible for fourth sem due to failure in SEM 3. This is what happened in my life in 2004. This is what happened in my life 2004. Let me show you. See, this is a result of Veer Mata Jizabai Technological Institute, VJTI College. It is a topmost college of India. The people who don't get admission in IITs, they come to VJTI College. And this is what happened to me. And you can read the year. It is 2003, December 2003. This is what happened to me. Let me share you my mark sheet, how much marks I got. You can check it out. See, engineering mathematics, I got only 15 marks out of 100. I failed. Electrical circuits, I got 22 marks out of 100. I failed. Electronics, out of 100, I got only 35 marks. I failed. Electrical machines, somehow I got 50 marks out of 100. Communication techniques, I got 52 marks out of 100, and applied mechanics around 56 out of 100. So overall, if you do the math calculation, I didn't even get 50% also on aggregate. I didn't even get the 50% also, and I had a drop. So you can see not eligible. That means for 1 year, I was at home. For 1 year, I was at home. Now, let me tell you, in 2003, 2004, there was no Google. There was no YouTube. There was no Instagram, no WhatsApp, no motivation, nothing. I was having no support at all. And let me tell you, I was diagnosed with depression, severe depression. And I was going to psychologist, psychiatrist, and I was taking antidepressants. I was on the path of committing suicide. It is way back in 2003. I was just 16, 17 by then. I was on the path of committing suicide. But by God's grace, I was living in area like Mumbai, and that too in the Dadar. Dadar is the area of Mumbai, which is the heart of Mumbai. Is the heart of Mumbai. And there I attended some motivational programs. Luckily, by God's grace, in my regional language, Marathi, I attended few motivational programs and I realized how exactly this mind works, how exactly this system is working. I read one book. The name of the book is Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Anyone heard about this book? Anyone? Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. By the way, I'm going to gift you this book. Yeah, I'm going to give you this book to you. I'm going to give you the ebook. You can read that. And this book transformed my life. From a dropout student, this is what happened in my life. This is what happened. This is what happened. I bounced back. Look at how much percentage I got. Check it out. I got 85%. I was 14th in the Maharashtra. I was a topper. I was a topper. From a dropper, I became topper. From a dropper, I became topper. I understood exactly how mind functions. Now you can check out my marks. You can check out in May 2007. This is what I got. This is what the result I got. And I understood how exactly the mind functions. You can check out my result again. I always love to show it to everyone. Yeah. Out of 1020, I got, sorry, out of 1200, I got 1020 marks. So this is what happened in my life. And that too in engineering. For a dropout student, for a depressive student to get such kind of success, that was a miracle. I was surprised how it happened because I used some techniques of subconscious mind. And I'm going to share a few of the techniques with you today. So how many of you are excited for this? By the way, after that, after getting this success, I joined the degree. After doing the diploma, I joined degree engineering. And while doing the degree, I helped my friends, relatives, strangers in various areas of their life: health, career, relationship, finance, social, spiritual, everywhere. And they were getting miraculous results because the kind of system I followed in my academics, the system can be applied to any part of your life, any area of your life. So it's not just restricted to the academics. Please understand, it is applicable everywhere. You're an employee, you're a working professional, still it is applicable to you. It is applicable to all because it is a foundation. This is how your subconscious mind works. So I started taking training. I realized like I have that God gifted potential to help others, motivate others. So I decided to do different kind of training. So let me share you one of the training. Do you know this guy? Let me zoom it again. Can anyone tell me what is the name of this guy? Yeah. Can anyone tell me what is the name of this guy? Which you can see in the center of the screen. There is a certificate by Firewalk certificate, Singapore 2018. Can anyone tell me what is the name of this guy? I'm waiting for your answer in chat box. Let me see if you know this. Okay. A motivational speaker. You don't remember the name, don't know. Okay. He is the #1 trainer in the world. Yeah. His name is Tony Robbins. His name is Tony Robbins. He is a #1 trainer in the world. You know the kind of clients he is having? Serena Williams. She is the client. Earlier, Andre Agassi. He also client. Bill Clinton. Barack Obama. These are the clients. So he's unbelievable, highly talented, gifted speaker, and a lot of things I can tell about him. So I attended one of his session at Singapore. See, you can see. So around in 2018, this is the session I attended. You can see at my back, around 12,000 people were there. Yeah, around 12 to 15,000 people from around 30 countries were present at Singapore. So this is one of the event I attended. And in that event, I hope you knowing this guy also, right? At the bottom. He's none other than Vivek Bindra. He's a topmost trainer of India. So he also was attending the session over there in the Singapore. So I attended many of such sessions. I just want to tell you, I attended many of such sessions. I did certification in the area of psychology, then neuro-linguistic programming, then communication skills and all. I did lots of certifications from different trainers. Around 10 to 15 lakhs rupees I invested for that. Now let me move ahead. So I delivered many seminars. So there are the few pics of my seminars. A lot of felicitations and things I got, awards, rewards and all till now by God's grace. Amazing, unbelievable success stories, especially in the area of public speaking and all, because most of the people fear a lot regarding the public speaking, to go in front of public and speak. But I help people to remove that fear only in 6 hours. Only in 6 hours, I help people to remove their fear of public speaking and make them confident. So this is what I do. So these are a few success stories regarding that. It's a very young chap, right? So he also attended my session and he created a massive success in his life. Now let us start our topic. Enough of me. Now let us start our topic. And the name of the topic is water has memory. So how many of you believe that water has memory? Reply in chat box. How many of you believe water has memory? I'm checking your answers in chat box. How many of you believe water has memory? You can say yes or no, or I don't know, whatever, but I want your response. Please be active. So Rishikesh is saying, don't think so. Mithun is saying yes. Elizabeth saying, don't know. Deepu is saying, don't know. Brinda is saying, not sure. Right? Okay. Now let me go ahead. So there was one Japanese scientist. The name of the scientist was Dr. Masaru Emoto. Right? And he said, water has memory. He said the neutron, proton, electron, the structure of water, H2O, it is impacted. It is impacted by thoughts. No one believed. Everyone called him crazy, mad. Are you mad or what? You know, scientists are known for their madness till they prove through their experiment. So he was living in Japan. So this is what he did. So there was one dam. He just went to the dam and took a glass of water, kept in a freezer. And once he kept in a freezer, there was an ice formation. And then he checked that ice formation under microscope. You can see on your left hand side, polluted and toxic water from Fujiwara Dam. Very weird structure, right? There was no shape, nothing. Very weird structure. You must be wondering about that structure on the right hand. After offering 1 hour prayer, how beautiful and how charismatic this structure is looking, right? You know how this structure was formed? Before repeating that same process, what was that process? Taking a glass of water, keeping it in a freezer, then let it form the ice, and after that checking under microscope, and that was the process. But before repeating that process, some Buddhist monk came together and they prayed for 1 hour. Some Buddhist monk came together and prayed for 1 hour. They did meditation. And this is what happened to the water. Look how beautiful this structure is. Now you must be wondering that is it like only Buddhist people or maybe some kind of Vipassana meditation when people only can create such impact? No, no. Even if you're Hindu, you can create this impact. Even if you're Muslim, you can create this impact. Even if you are Christian, you can create this impact. It is not about God or religion. It is about the vibration. Because whichever person prays or meditates, basically that person becomes positive. That person emits positive vibrations. Do you believe that? Please reply in chat box. Whichever person prays, be it of any religion or meditates, he emits positive aura or positive vibration. Do you believe that? You have to believe. It is a truth. It is a universal truth. It is not about God and religion. So this is what happened. So that scientists experimented with few more emotions. Let me share you few more emotions. One of the emotion was emotion of love. You can see how beautiful structure is getting formed. By the way, the meaning of love is unconditional respect to another human being. Wisdom, how beautiful structure is getting formed. Thank you, how beautiful structure is getting formed. And joy, how beautiful structure is getting formed. Now, this is something crazy. This is something unbelievable. And you know, being an engineer, I couldn't digest it. I just couldn't believe it. So I decided to repeat it at my home, but in another way. By the way, you can also give it a try for that. Now let me move ahead. This is what I did at my home. It is known as rice experiment. I took 3 glasses of water, right? 3 glasses, and half of the glass was filled with the water. In every glass, there was rice. It's a rice experiment. You can see at the bottom, right? There is a white layer you can see at the bottom. That is nothing but rice, raw rice. So rice was there, but there was one difference, one major difference. One of the glass which is on the right side, I wrote I love you and thank you. One of the glass which was in between, I didn't write anything. And one of the glass which was at the left, I wrote I hate you, and I just kept as it is. I just kept as it is. I did not do anything. I just kept as it is. And after a few days, what I saw, there was some difference in the color of water. There was some difference in color of water. And after a few more days, what I witnessed, that was miracle. That was miracle. I love you water was still clean, awesome, amazing. I hate you water, which was having a bit of fungus at the corner. The water, which was having no message at all, was filled up with thick layer of fungus. The water was covered up with thick layer of fungus. Now, can you believe it? But this is what I did at my home. I repeated the same experiment with the cooked rice. I repeated the same experiment with the cooked rice. I got the same result. I got the same result. Can you believe it? You can Google it. By the way, if you do not still have faith on me, you can Google it. Dr. Masaru Emoto rice experiment and all. You can Google it. So this is unbelievable. This is miraculous. Now you must be wondering that how we can purify the water. How we can purify the water, because you must be drinking some pure water from AquaGuard, Kent RO, or maybe you're putting some basil leaves. Like you must be putting some Ayurvedic medicines or something like that to clean that water. But do not forget your body is 70% water. Do not forget your body is 70% water. So even if you drink a pure water, even if you drink really pure, hygienic, amazing water, once that water goes in your system, then it is going to have the impact. You must be wondering how I'm going to have the impact once it is going in my body. Once it is going in my body, how it is going to impact me. My dear friends, do not forget, we think day in and day out. We think a lot. We think a lot. Now, can anyone tell me, reply in chat box, how many thoughts you think in a day? Any idea? How many thoughts you think in a day? Reply in chat box. I'm checking your answer. How many thoughts you think in a day as per you? How many thoughts we think in a day? So Deepu is saying uncountable. Okay. So Elizabeth saying lots. Do not say lots. Tell me the number. Rishikesh saying 100. Only 100 thoughts. Are you sure? I don't think so. It is more than that. Please come up with some good number. 100 plus 100 and repeat. Okay. So you are saying some of the thoughts you're repeating again and again. By the way, let me tell you, all of you, you all know positive thinking is important, right? You all know. You must have heard from any number of motivational speakers and some religious leaders and all. Think positive, think great, think good. But as per research, 90% people, 90% time think only and only negative thoughts. 90% people, 90% time think only and only negative thoughts. It is a research. It is across world, not just applicable to Mumbai or Maharashtra or India. It is applicable to the whole world. And to change that thoughts, now let me give you the answer. What is the correct number? In a day, we think around, on an average, 60 to 80,000 thoughts. You can Google it and confirm it. In a day, we think around 60 to 80,000 thoughts in a day. This is mind-boggling. This is mind-blowing, right? Now, as per research, 90% people are thinking 90% time only negative. Then how we can change our thoughts to become positive? This is the $1 million question. Even if you are knowing positive thinking is important, but if you're not thinking positive, what is the use of that? So today, I'm going to share you amazing strategies by which you can start thinking positive thoughts. So how many of you are excited to know those strategies by which you can think positive? By the way, I told a lot of strategies at the start. From 11 a.m. to 11:30, I told many strategies, what kind of words you should use, how you should type, how you should talk to someone and all. A lot of things I told. But few more game-changing things I'm going to share with you. How many of you are excited for that? Which will make your thoughts always and always positive. You'll always have happy-go-lucky, positive, happy thoughts. How many of you are excited for that? How many of you are excited for such positive, amazing thoughts? Now, let me share you how we are going to do that. And the first thing is attitude of gratitude. This is the simplest way by which you can have positive thoughts. Simplest way. Can you tell me what is the meaning of gratitude? Reply in chat box. What is the meaning of gratitude? Let me see whether you know what is the meaning of gratitude. Yes. So Rishikesh is saying thankful. One more question. Yes, thankful. Perfect. One more question. Whenever you feel thankful or whenever you say thank you feel good or you feel bad? Whenever you say thank you to someone, you feel good or you feel bad? Or you feel great or you feel sad? What you feel? You feel good, right? You feel great. You feel amazing. You know why? Because whenever we receive something positive or we get things done, then only we say thank you. And thank you creates happiness. Please understand. Gratitude creates happiness. Now you must be wondering what will happen if we create happiness. My dear friends, happiness is a key to success. Happiness is a key to success. Success is not key to happiness. Please understand. Some of the people think like when they will achieve grand success, then they will be happy. Until then, they are going to be in a sad, in a low state only. Why? Because they are not successful. Wrong formula. You need to become happy first, then you're going to achieve that grand success. I will tell you how. See, first of all, you become happy. And when you become happy, you feel enthusiastic, you feel charged up with a lot of power. And when you feel enthusiastic, you have positive thoughts. And when you have positive and dynamic thoughts, you take positive action. And when you take positive action on consistent basis, you get positive results. I hope you got this formula. First of all, you have happy thoughts. Happy thoughts create enthusiasm. From enthusiasm, you get positive thoughts. From positive thoughts, you get positive actions. And positive actions leads to success and positive results. How many of you understood this formula? It's very simple, right? So you need to become happy first. But the challenge is most of the people are dependent on people and things for the happiness. This is the blunder. This is the biggest blunder the people are doing, that they blame people or events or things for their happiness. Never ever do that. There is a statement by Albert Einstein. He said, if you want to lead a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people. If you want to lead a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people. Most of the people are dependent on some things or some people and they screw up their life. They screw up their life. Don't do like that. Some people, they get happiness when they eat something which they like, some sweets and all. But by this method, they're going to hamper their health. Some people love to do chatting. After doing chatting, they feel happy. But you're losing your precious time, energy, and money over there. Some people love to watch movies. See, you will get the happiness, but challenge is you will lose your time, energy, and money. Some people get happiness when they do smoking. You're creating a lot of challenge in your life. You will become happy. Some people have that sense of happiness when they drink. Some people, when they have the drugs, they feel happy, energetic. Wrong formula. Do not depend on some people or things for the happiness. No one, not on your family members also, not on your life partner, spouse also. Be in charge of your happiness. Take 100% responsibility of your happiness. And that you can do with the help of gratitude. You should be grateful for small, small things. Now you must be wondering, I do not have anything in my life for which I should be grateful. Are you thinking like that? Are you thinking like there is nothing happening in my life for which I should be grateful? Let me tell you, you have very beautiful eyes because of which you can see me live right now. Be grateful to God. There are some people who are blind. Some people lose their eyes in some accident or some operation or something like that. Be grateful you can listen. There are some people who are deaf and dumb. There are some people who do not hear properly because of some accident or something like that. Be grateful to God that you have the technology right now because which you can connect with me. Be grateful to your company because of which this training is happening. Be grateful to the all electrical engineers who are working really hard in the field so that you're getting electricity at your home. Be grateful for small, small things. Do not take it for granted. And if you're thinking like, no, 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 I pay for that. I pay for internet. I pay for electricity. My company is, I'm working for my company. It is a duty of company to give me such kind of training. It is a duty of HR. It is a duty of Pavati ma'am to give such kind of training. You must be thinking like that. Okay, at least be grateful to God that you're alive right now. At least be grateful to God that you're alive right now because your breathing is not in your control. Please understand. No one can control the breathing. Your breathing is a God's grace. You're breathing because there's a God's grace, or you can call it anything, and hence you're alive. So be grateful that at least you're alive. So I want all of you to write down 5 things in the chat box for which you're quite grateful. Reply in chat box right now. It can be very small thing. You can be grateful for the needle. I have needle at my home. Why not? You can be grateful for needle also. You can be grateful for the clothes. You can be grateful for anything. Write down 5 things for which you are really, really grateful. You will start feeling really amazing thoughts in your life. You will start feeling happiness in your life. So I'm waiting and I'm checking your answers in chat box. Please reply in chat box. What 5 things for which you are grateful? Write down 5 things. Write down any 5 things for which you are grateful. Come on, friends, write it down. Any 5 things for which you are grateful. Let me tell you, it can be very, very small. You can be grateful that you have pen at your home. It can be very, very small things. See, Mahesh, you have to mention 5 things. You mentioned self-satisfaction. I'm saying mention 5 things. Yes. So Mithun has answered employed, being learner, being healthy, being friendly, being conscious. So Elizabeth is saying food, home, job. Elizabeth, 2 more things. Mithun, you're awesome. You wrote more than 5. I really appreciate that. So Brinda is saying like breathe, family, shelter, work, happiness. Deepu is saying this life, happiness, job, friends. I really appreciate that. Zubin saying parents, home, food, clothes, job. Amazing. You can write more than 5 also. Come on, friends. Rishikesh, life, great food, internet, friends, family. Amazing. Come on, friends, fast. Last 30 seconds. I'm giving you 30 more seconds. Write down 5 things for which you are grateful. Do not take those things for granted. Last 15 seconds, fast. Nesa, amazing. Health, job, parents, this training. Wow. Nesa, thank you so much for your appreciation. Colleagues, amazing. Now let me tell you how gratitude can help you. There are so many statements about gratitude. Let me share you few statements. Attitude of gratitude is the best attitude. Gratitude can turn your life into gold. A grateful heart is a magnet of miracles. Gratitude is a vitamin for your soul. There are so many statements I can use for the gratitude. By the way, how many of you want to boost your immunity power? In this COVID situation, how many of you want to maintain and boost your immunity power so that you remain healthy? How many of you would love to be healthy in this COVID situation? Everyone wants amazing immunity, right? Everyone wants that. Now let me tell you, your immunity power is dependent on your state of your thoughts, your state of mind. The number one enemy of the immunity power is stress. Let me tell you, number one enemy of your immunity power is a stress. You know, if you are in stress for 5 minutes, if you are in stress for 5 minutes, or if you're in anger, frustration for 5 minutes, your immunity power goes to sleep for 6 hours. Let me repeat. If you are in under frustration and negative thoughts and anger for 5 minutes, your immunity power goes to sleep for 6 hours. Let me tell you, if the corona or any kind of virus has got power of 1 unit, let us assume corona, the power of coronavirus or any virus is 1 unit. You know the power of the immunity? It million times more. It is million times more. So no virus can harm you until and unless you lower down your immunity power. So make sure you maintain your immunity power. And how you can maintain that? By having happy, grateful thoughts. If you are always happy and grateful, you can have amazing health in your life, right? So be grateful. Do not keep on complaining and all, because by doing complaining, by thinking negative, you're not going to get anything in your life. Be grateful. See, over here, I'm not telling you, do not think something massive, do not think something big in your life. I'm saying be grateful, be happy in this moment, and think big. Think big, have big dreams in your life, but be grateful in this moment. So this is what I want to tell you regarding the power of gratitude. It can really transform your life. You know, the gratitude is everywhere. If you study any kind of meditation, if you study the meditation of Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, you will find the gratitude. If you study the meditation of Baba Ramdev, you will find the gratitude over there. If you go to the inner engineering, Isha Foundation, Jaggi Vasudev ji, you will find the gratitude over there. If you go to the Brahma Kumaris, you will find the gratitude. If you go to the Vipassana center, you will find gratitude. You go to the any religious prayer or meeting, you will find gratitude is everywhere. Study that. So without gratitude, the meditation cannot get over. So gratitude is everywhere, my dear friends. So be grateful always for small things, right? So let me move ahead. Love. Love is also another force by which you can have amazing change in your life. By the way, you need to love yourself first. Please understand, you need to love yourself first. Now, some people get confused over here. Some people think like loving yourself means getting up late in the morning, eating whatever you want, not doing any kind of exercise, living life on your own terms, doing all the chit chat and all. Why? Because you love yourself. I am sorry. That is not known as loving yourself. All the activities which I told just now, these are called destroying yourself. So do not destroy yourself. The person who is loving himself or herself will never ever get up late in the morning. The person who is loving himself, herself will always get up early in the morning, do the yoga, pranayama, meditation, some kind of religious activities, having right kind of food, diet pattern, exercise, right? Focusing on the goal, talking positive always. This is what the person with a lot of love for himself or herself will do. So are you really loving yourself? So start loving yourself. Now let me tell you, the person who is loving himself or herself will never ever hold on to the negative thoughts, hold on to the grudges or resentment or any kind of negative thoughts about himself or others, himself, herself or others. Do you know there is one lady, she is no more actually, Louise Hay. Anyone heard about this lady? Reply in chat box. Anyone heard about this lady? Louise Hay. Anyone heard about this lady? Louise Hay. Any idea? Okay. If you Google it, you will get to know. There was one lady known as Louise Hay, and Louise Hay, she was diagnosed with cancer. She was diagnosed with cancer when she was 35. When she was just 35, she was diagnosed with cancer. You know why she was having the cancer? Because she couldn't forgive some people. She was having a lot of guilt, resentment, anger, frustration about herself and for others also. And that is why, because of those trapped negative emotions, she got cancer. By God's grace, she got to know about that, and she started releasing the thoughts of resentment, guilt, anger, everything. And after that, she became healthy. She came out of cancer and she lived till she was 90. Till 90 she lived, and she wrote amazing miraculous book. One of the book was international bestseller, You Can Heal Your Life. You Can Heal Your Life. This is what she did. You know what is the definition of anger? So whenever you get angry on yourself, on others, you know what is the definition of anger? Anger is a poison we drink for others' mistake. Let me repeat. Anger is a poison we drink for others' mistake. Why the hell you should drink poison for others' mistake? So ideally, start forgiving yourself also and others also. See, I'm not telling like you do the friendship with them again. I'm just telling, just forgive them. Why? Because you love yourself, you really care about yourself. And we just saw, just before a few minutes, we just saw like water has memory. So if you have anger and frustration regarding someone, basically you're destroying yourself. That person is healthy and that person is enjoying the life. That person is enjoying the life. And you're in a lot of trauma, negative thoughts. Why? Because you're angry. So release that anger. Just forgive and forget. Let me tell you one powerful quote. To give and to get create lots of challenges. To give and to get creates lots of challenges. Now you have to just double it. Now what is a square, or how you can double 2? You can double 2 by 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is a 4. So what you need to do, you have to just double it. To give, instead of that, you just forgive. Just forgive and forget. Just forgive and forget. So to give and to get creates lots of problem. Just forgive and forget. Your life will be miraculous. Your life will be miraculous. Your life will be really amazing. So we are going to do one small exercise right now of loving yourself. You're going to write your first name with positive words. I will tell you how. See, my name is Sameer. How I will spell myself? S-A-M-E-E-R, Sameer. Sameer, Samir, but I'm going to write in some beautiful way. I will say like S stands for successful, A stands for amazing, M stands for magical, E stands for energetic, another E stands for enthusiastic, and R stands for royal. I hope you got it. Please write down your first name in this beautiful way in the chat box. I'm checking your answer in chat box. I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes. Please write down in this beautiful way in the chat box. Please write down your first name in positive way. So I will take one example over here. The simple name I will take Zubin. Yeah. So how Zubin can write? So J stands for joyous, U stands for unique, B stands for bold, I stands for intelligent, and N stands for noble. So there is one more name, Deepu. So D stands for dashing, E stands for energetic, another E stands for eager, P stands for polite, and U stands for unique or universal. So Deepu and Zubin can be grateful to me. You can say thank you to me. I did it for you. Rest people, you have to write. I know Rishikesh, he has got so many alphabets. Elizabeth, a lot of alphabets. And so I'm going to give you 2 to 3 minutes. Please write it down. My pleasure, Zubin. Love to serve you. Please write down your name in positive way. You can take help of the Google if you're not finding adjectives. Yeah, you must be checking the adjectives and words, so you can just Google it. By the way, while replying that, make sure you're selected all panelists and attendees so everyone can see your answer. Yeah, everyone will get motivated through you. Once you post in the chat box, make sure while posting you are selecting all attendees and panelists so everyone can see that. Come on, friends. I'm waiting for your beautiful answers. Everyone has to do it. And why it is so important, I'm going to explain you once you're finished with this exercise. Zubin, you can still post your answer. Deepu, you also can post your answer. Though I told you, still you can write something different or maybe just copy whatever I said. But you need to post it. Let everyone know that. Wow. Zubin, joy, unique, beautiful, intelligent, and noble. Amazing. So Zubin is the first person to post it in the chat box. Come on, guys, hurry up. Write down whichever positive words you can find for your name. Wow, Deepu, amazing. Dream, energetic, excellent, power, unique. Great. Pavati ma'am, amazing. Peace, appreciation, royal, victory, advantage, trust, happy, yoga. Great. Parvati ma'am, you can write instead of yoga, yogini. Wow, Rishikesh, amazing. Mahesh, magical, amazing, high, extreme, super, happiness. Rishikesh, honorable, radiant, intelligent, strong, human, impeccable. Wow, amazing. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Friends, last 1 minute. Hurry up, fast, fast, fast. Everyone must do it, must do it. So Nesa, I'm waiting for you. Pratap, I'm waiting for you. Brinda, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for rest of others. Elizabeth, I'm waiting for you. Write it, it's very important. Write something positive about yourself. So in case one of the alphabets you are missing, it is fine. You can post it. Whatever you have wrote as of now, you post it. Later on, you can correct that. Later on, you can correct it. Last 30 seconds. Fast, fast, fast. Elizabeth, amazing, energetic, lovable, intelligent. Z is zestful. You can write A. You can amazing. B is beautiful. T top notch, and H honest, humble. Elizabeth, I did it for you. Yeah, my pleasure. Love to help. Amazing. So let's get back to our training again. Nesa, amazing, noble, efficient, smooth, accomplished. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic. Now, why I am asking for first name only? There is a big science behind that. See, for everyone, their first name is very close to their heart. For everyone, their first name is very close to their heart. Rather, I would say their first name, everyone listen their first name millions of times, right? Millions of times since their childhood. And because of that, that first name already there in their subconscious mind. Their first name is already there in their subconscious mind. And when you give a different meaning to that first name, you program your subconscious mind faster. You start loving yourself faster. You start attracting the success faster. And hence, I told you to write down your first name in a positive way. I hope you got my point. Why I told you to write down your first name. By the way, you wrote it virtually, right? You wrote it now on the Zoom chat box. I want you to write on a piece of paper, a cardboard paper with proper, neat, clean handwriting, and maybe some colors, some calligraphy, some sparkle to it. Do something magical and paste it whenever you spend your most of the time. If it is a laptop, maybe you can paste it on the laptop cover or your backpack, or maybe on the wall, wherever, or a study room, wherever you spend your most of the time. Wherever you spend your most of the time, just paste it over there. Why? Because if you see it again and again and again, it will program in your subconscious mind, and you will have exactly same kind of life. So these are the different small simple ways by which you can program your mind faster. So loving yourself is very critical. It is very important. Now let me give you two more techniques by which you can love yourself. Have you ever hugged yourself? Tell me. Reply in chat box. Have you ever hugged yourself? Reply in chat box. Have you ever hugged yourself? Have you ever kissed yourself? So Mithun, amazing. Have you ever hugged and kissed yourself? So answer is no. So we are going to do it right now. So wherever you are, do it right now. Hug yourself. Say, I'm hugging myself. Hug yourself right now. It is very important. If you don't love yourself, no one loves you. Please understand. The way you treat yourself, the world is going to treat you. If you want love and appreciation, acceptance from others, you need to love, accept, and appreciate yourself first. So hug yourself right now. See, I'm hugging myself. Hug yourself tight. Hug yourself tight with a lot of love. Kiss yourself. Kiss yourself. Kiss yourself. Hug yourself again and again. Feel that love. Please understand, my dear friends, the way you treat yourself, the world is going to treat you. If you do not have faith on yourself, no one will keep faith on you. If you do not love yourself, no one will love you. If you do not accept yourself, no one will accept you. It is as simple as that. So start from yourself. Whenever you will face the mirror from today onwards, whenever you will see yourself in a mirror, you're going to say you're awesome. Whenever you're going to see yourself in a mirror, you're going to say you are damn awesome. I love you. I love you so much. This is what you're supposed to say when you will face the mirror. I know it is going to be a little bit tough at the start. I know it is going to be embarrassing at the start. I know it is very weird. I know that. But this is how you're supposed to program yourself. You need to do it. 99% people will never do that. But this is what you are supposed to do and become extraordinary and outstanding. Right? I hope you got this concept. There are some amazing concepts. By the way, I have recorded everything. And I'm going to share complete recording with you. Yeah. I'm going to share this recording with you so that you can watch it again and again. And you can program yourself faster and you achieve your grand success and you share your success story with me. Because you know, your success is my passion. Whatever I'm doing now is only for your success, nothing else. It really, really important for me. I hope you got all these concepts. So let me move ahead to the next part. And this part is known as appreciation. This part is known as appreciation. Now, one question. How you feel when someone appreciates you? Reply in chat box. How you feel when someone appreciates you? Reply in chat box. How you feel when someone appreciates you? Reply in chat box. So Deepu is saying, I feel happy. Parvati says, I feel happy. Happy. So everyone is saying happy. You know, whenever you get, okay, so Mithun is saying, I feel comfortable, right? Now you tell me, whenever you get appreciation from others, you feel happy, you feel comfortable, you feel amazing. Don't you try to give your best performance for them? Reply in chat box. Whenever someone appreciates you, then don't you give your heart and soul, best performance, best to best things to them? When you receive that appreciation, tell me. Reply in chat box. I'm waiting for your answer in chat box. Don't you give your best performance to them? So answer is 100% yes. So answer is always yes. So this is what you are supposed to do for others. Suppose you feel so happy, you feel so comfortable, you start giving best performance to others, then you get that appreciation. Why don't you appreciate others? Don't expect others to appreciate you. Please understand. Be the change you want to see in the world. Remember that law of karma. Remember that law of action reaction. What you give to others, you get it back in many folds. So appreciate others. Do not wait for others to appreciate you. You do that initiative. You go ahead and you appreciate. Because once you appreciate, that person will have amazing bonding with you. Please understand. Whenever you want to achieve something massive in our life, we need to get it done through a team. Alone, you cannot do anything. Alone, you cannot do anything. You always need that team effort. And you can get that team effort when there is a mutual respect. There is the amazing inclination towards you. And how you can have that amazing, powerful team bonding, team building, when there is a mutual respect and when you start appreciating others. So start your appreciation part. You know why it happens? Because everyone is hungry for appreciation and love. Everyone is hungry for appreciation and love. This is a very deep psychological need. I hope you must have heard the name Mother Teresa, right? So Mother Teresa once said, the hunger of stomach or food can be finished quite easily, but hunger for love and appreciation cannot be finished. These are not statements by Samir Narad. These are the statements by Mother Teresa. Think about it. Why? Because it's very difficult. Everyone is quite hungry for the appreciation and love. So do that. Go ahead. Appreciate someone for small thing. See, be genuine. Be genuine. Do not do something fake appreciation. Do gentle and genuine appreciation. Do gentle and genuine appreciation. You must have heard the name Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma, the monk who sold his Ferrari, 5 a.m. Club, Who Will Cry When You Die. There are so many amazing books, bestseller international books he wrote. And he used to say one thing: be fast on appreciation and slow on criticism. Be fast on appreciation and slow on criticism. So this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you are supposed to do. Now you must be wondering, like, how it can give you more success by appreciation. Now you tell me, when you appreciate someone, you use positive words or negative words? When you appreciate someone, you use positive words or negative words? So you will say positive words. Now, just 30 minutes ago, we saw water has memory, right? You saw water has memory. So when you repeat positive words again and again, you know, you are programming your mind and body. You are programming your mind and body for success. Please understand. So by appreciation, you are creating your success. Other person is also doing something great for you. That is the next part. Whether that person will do or not, that we do not know. But at least you know for sure you are programming your mind and body for the success. Hence, I will always say appreciate, appreciate, and appreciate. You know, I'm Hindu basically. In Hinduism, there is something like Ganpati Stotra, Maruti Stotra. You must have heard, right? Then Durga Stotra. There is some word called Stotra. You know what is the meaning of Stotra? The meaning of Stotra is basically stuti or appreciation. It is meaning the appreciation. Some of my friends are Muslim, and I ask them, what you do in your namaz, in your prayers? They say, we appreciate Allah. We appreciate Allah. Now, some of my friends are Catholic, Christian. So ask them, what you do when you do the prayers, mass prayer, what you do? They say, we praise the Lord. We praise Jesus. So every religion is teaching you the same lesson. Appreciate, appreciate, and appreciate. Why? Because by doing appreciation, you're programming your mind and body for success, success, and only success. So henceforth, always do the appreciation. Now you must be wondering, how come it is possible? Sometimes we need to give some negative feedback, right? Sometimes we need to give some harsh feedback to someone. How we can just appreciate? It will be foolish in this practical world. Still, you know, you can give the harsh feedback through appreciation. You can give the harsh feedback through appreciation. I'm going to tell you one technique by which you can do it very easily. And the technique is known as sandwich pattern. The technique is known as sandwich pattern. What is a sandwich pattern? So, you know, in the sandwich, there is an upper braid. Yeah, there is one braid. In between, there is a material. And again, at the bottom, there is one more braid. This is the sandwich. So whenever, if you want to give some negative feedback or harsh feedback to someone, so how you should do it? Suppose there is one of your friend or my friend, the name of the person is Amit. Yeah, name of person is Amit. Now Amit has got amazing designing capabilities. He is a great designer. He has got amazing designing capabilities, but he is quite slow, or I would say lethargic, or maybe lazy. Suppose I say to Amit directly, you're so lethargic, you're so lazy, you cannot do anything in life. Then my bonding with Amit will be really bad. Amit will not do anything great for me. Why? Because I'm giving really bad vibes, bad appreciate. I'm not appreciating basically. So how I should talk to Amit? Sandwich pattern. It's really beautiful. You will love it. Sandwich pattern. How you will do it? First of all, you will have first slice of the bread. What is that? That is called appreciation. First of all, I will appreciate Amit. Amit, you know, you're really fantastic designer. The kind of designs you make, you can go international. You know, that kind of power you have, that kind of designing talent you have. This is what I will say. First bread, appreciation. Now the message. Now the material message, the harsh message. How I will say? I will say like, but you know, Amit, you're quite slow. You're quite slow. You're taking a lot of time to complete your work. You're quite lazy. It is not going to help you in long term. I gave the harsh feedback. Now again, now Amit is bit hurt, right? Amit is bit hurt because of that negative message. Now I will again put that end layer of bread, that appreciation sandwich pattern. So again, what is going to be the end layer? End layer is going to be the appreciation again. So I will end up that communication like, but you know, Amit, I'm damn confident that you're going to bounce back. You're going to be very energetic. You're going to have the amazing time management. You're going to be very active and you will be really successful. So if I give the negative message in this sandwich pattern, Amit and my bonding will be amazing and Amit will do wonders. Are you getting my point? How many of you loved this sandwich technique? Reply in chat box. How many of you loved this sandwich pattern? Appreciation, harsh message, and again appreciation. This is called sandwich pattern. I'm checking your answer in chat box. How many of you loved this appreciation technique? This sandwich pattern technique. Sounds great. Rishikesh, amazing. So use this technique. So we are supposed to use it in our day-to-day life. We are supposed to use this appreciation technique in day-to-day life. So Mithun said, great to hear. Deepu said, it's good. Amazing, amazing. So we are supposed to use that. We are supposed to use that. Now let us go ahead. And the last point we are going to check of our session, our presentation is this. What you think you become. It's too simple. It's very simple. What you think you become. It's too simple, hence people don't follow it. You know what? It's too simple, hence people take it for granted. It's too simple to follow. See, what you repeat again and again and again, you're going to have same life. Have you heard the name of the book called Think and Grow Rich? Napoleon Hill wrote that book, Think and Grow Rich. In that book, he wrote a very beautiful concept called your dominating thoughts is equal to your life. Whichever thoughts will dominate you again and again and again, you're going to have same kind of life. The thoughts which will dominate you again and again and again, you're going to have same kind of life. Suppose in this COVID situation, if you want to stay away from disease and if you want to remain healthy, what ideally you should say? Can you reply me in chat box? What you should ideally say if you want to remain healthy in this COVID situation? What you should say to yourself again and again? I'm checking your answer in chat box. What you will say to yourself again and again? If you want to stay away from the disease, what you will say to yourself again and again? Reply in chat box. If you want to stay healthy in this COVID situation, what you will say to yourself again and again? Okay, stay at home. Yeah, it is perfect. But what else you can say? That is the one part. Rishikesh, I appreciate that. What else you can say to yourself so that you remain healthy and strong? Okay, stay sanitized. Okay, amazing, amazing. So you are giving more of the logical answers. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. These are the amazing answers, by the way. But bit of the logical answers. I want something care and care. Okay, Mahesh is saying care and care. So still, I really appreciate yours giving some logical and neutral answers. Some people keep on saying something negative. They keep on saying like, I don't want corona. I don't want disease. I don't want disease. I don't want to go to hospital. I don't want to go for testing. These kind of things they repeat. Do you think these are the right statements to repeat? No, not at all. What kind of statements one should repeat? I am healthy and strong, right? I am healthy and strong. I am always confident. I am healthy and strong. So such kind of statements one should repeat again and again. My immunity power is amazing. This is what you should repeat again and again, right? So if you keep on repeating that again and again, you will become like that. You know, there was one boxer called Muhammad Ali. When he was an ordinary boxer, while he was doing the boxing, he used to say like, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest. He used to repeat that again and again. And you know what? He became great. He became great because he was repeating great, great again and again. Bravo is a champion, Gail is a champion, and they became champion. So whatever you will repeat again and again, you're going to have it in your life. And this is also known as I am formula. I am formula. So whatever you will say ahead of I am, it will be your reality. Whatever you will say ahead of I am, it will be your reality. So I want all of you to write something positive ahead of I am. Whatever your mission, target of your life is, write it down. I am rich, I am healthy, I am wealthy. You can write down anything you want. I'm checking your answers in the chat box. Write something positive. Write something positive ahead of I am. Write something positive ahead of I am. I'm checking your answers in chat box. You can write anything. Trust me, do not go in too much of logic. Believe in magic and write it down. I am happy. Great. I am happy. So Deepu is saying, Parvati is saying, I'm happy. Amazing. You can write your dream also. Suppose you want to become rich. I am rich. Don't say I want to be. Say I am. Whatever you believe, it is going to manifest in your life. So Mahesh, you can say like, I am reaching my ambition and goal. I am reaching my ambition and goal. Amazing, Mahesh. Come on, guys. Come on. Rishikesh, I'm waiting for your answer. Mithun, I'm waiting for your answer. Brinda, I am successful. Amazing. Wow. Fantastic. I am wealthy. I am healthy. You can write down anything. By the way, you know what I always tell to myself? I am an international motivational speaker. I am Samir Narath and I am an international motivational speaker. I keep on repeating that again and again in my mind. If you keep on repeating that, it is going to program. And I'm start getting some amazing opportunities abroad also. I have my clients across world right now to whom I'm giving the training. Wow, so Nesa wrote many things. I'm cool, I'm healthy, I'm confident, I'm stable and successful. Wow, Nesa, amazing. Amazing. So this is what you're supposed to say. This is, so Rishikesh is saying, I'm fit and healthy and strong. Why not? Wow, Mithun is saying, I'm joyful. So this is what you're supposed to repeat again and again. And it will be your reality in your life. This is going to be the reality in your life. So I'm going to give you a few homework tips how you can implement this knowledge in date. I told you a lot of things actually. Basically, there are some homework I will give to the Parvati ma'am. Yeah, I will give it to her. What kind of homework you should do every day. If you keep on repeating that every day, then you will always have happy-go-lucky, amazing, positive thoughts. So with that note, I'm ending my session. I'm ending my session and I'm ready to answer your questions. Yeah. So I'm going to check out. So feel free and ask your questions again. Ask your questions again. Okay. See, there were few questions. There were few questions, but if you already got the answer, then I'm happy. If you still haven't got the answer, please post your questions in question answer tab. Whatever questions you want to ask, you can post that. Do not put the questions now in the chat box. Yeah, you need to mention it in question answer tab. Please mention it over there. Feel free and ask your question. Whatever you want to ask me, By the way, if you want to talk to me, then let me know. Let me know. I will unmute you. If you want to talk to me, if you want to ask me directly, let me know. I will unmute you. Raise your hand if you want me to unmute you. You can raise your hand, or maybe you can put in the chat box, unmute me. I will unmute you. And you can ask me anything you want. Feel free and ask your question. So how was the session? If you do not have any question, maybe you can give me the feedback for the session. How was the session? Are you feeling positive and dynamic right now? Have you got enough strategies, techniques by which you can be positive always? You can reply in chat box. It will give me amazing feedback, right? I'm waiting for your answers. I'm waiting for your comments. I'm waiting for your questions. Okay. Okay. So there is one question. Don't worry. See, whenever you're going to ask your question, I'm not going to take your name. Okay. So do not worry. I'm not going to take your name. So how to get over the fear of getting older? By the way, why you should fear of getting older? Because with the growing age, your confidence is growing in the terms of your knowledge. Suppose someone is 50 years old or 55 years old, basically that person is getting lot of experience. I request you to read the book Power of Your Subconscious Mind. In the Power of Your Subconscious Mind, there is one chapter, I guess it is the last chapter, which is regarding old age, So look at the old age. If you're growing, look at the old age as a blessing, You know why? Because as you are growing older, your body tend to relax a bit more. And when your body is relaxing more, you can meditate easily. But if you feel like, no, I want to remain young only, I want to remain energetic only, still you can start following some yoga, start doing some meditation, follow your diet pattern, have more of green leafy vegetables, fruits and all, by which you will remain energetic always. You will remain young always. So fear is not going to help you to become younger. Rather, focusing upon solutions, focusing upon positives can make you really a dynamic and successful person. I hope you answered your question. I hope you got the answer. I would say immediately connect with some yoga trainer classes or meditation, or maybe connect with a dietitian. Yeah, dietitian is very, very important, because 80 to 90% of your health, your vitality is dependent on your diet pattern, what you're eating, right? So take the help of dietitian. Do not fear, do not worry. Yeah. Feel free and ask your questions. So whichever questions you have, you can ask me, clarify all your doubts. So Mahesh, thank you so much for your appreciation. Mithun, thank you so much. Feel free and ask your question. Whatever you want to ask me, please go ahead and ask. Whatever you want to ask me. If you want to talk to me, just let me know. I will unmute you. Elizabeth, thank you so much for your appreciation. I will unmute you. I know it is a webinar setup. I know you cannot see others who else are attending and what is happening. I know that, because this is a very professional webinar setup. So if you want to talk to me, then just let me know. I will unmute you. Then you can talk to me. Feel free and share whatever questions you have. I'm waiting for your questions. I'm waiting for your comment. Otherwise, we are ready to go and we can end our session. If you do not have any questions or something, we can end our session. Feel free, ask me anything. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell your name to your HR or someone that this person asked this question. No, don't worry. I'm not going to reveal that. I'm not going to reveal that. please ask question in the question answer tab. Yeah, ask your question in the question answer tab. Okay, so there is one more question. I feel lack of concentration whatever I do. How can I overcome it? So basically the concentration part comes into the picture when you're enjoying some work. See, whenever you enjoy some movie or something, then you remember everything. You can concentrate on the things which you like. It's very simple. You do not have great concentration if you do not like that work. So I would say create liking, create interest in that work. Look at the deeper. I know sometimes the work we are doing, it is not appealing to us. We get bored, but try to look at a deeper meaning of that work. Then automatically you will start developing the concentration. One more technique I will tell you. That technique is known as deep breathing. You can just focus upon your breathing. As you breathe, take a deep breath and take your oxygen air to your stomach, not to your chest. Yeah, as you breathe in, take your breath, that oxygen, to your stomach, and as you release, your stomach will go in. So as you breathe in, stomach will expand, and as you will breathe out, stomach will go in. Do it for 1 or 2 minutes before starting any important work or something. Automatically you will have the concentration. And apart from that, start doing one affirmation. I have great concentration. I have great concentration. If you keep on repeating this statement like I have great concentration, I have great concentration, then automatically you will develop interest in your work, or you will get some trick, some idea, some strategy by which you can develop your concentration. Yeah, so keep on repeating what you want. Do not focus upon what you don't want. Focus upon what you want again and again. I hope I answered your question, and feel free to ask few more questions if you have. Still we have 10 minutes. Yeah, still we have 10 minutes. Feel free and ask me whatever you want. If you want to talk to me, please let me know. I will unmute you. Then you can talk to me. By the way, I'm there on YouTube also. You can subscribe my channel. Yeah, I'm there on the YouTube, Sameer Narath. I'm there on the Facebook also. There also you can follow me. You can like my page, Sameer Narath, so that all my upcoming sessions and all, you can get the notification if at all you want to attend some session. But most of the time I take sessions in Hindi language. Most of the time, very rarely I take in English, but at least if you get connected to me, whenever I take some sessions in English or some videos and all, you will get to know. Stay connected. So feel free and ask your questions. Whatever you want to ask me. Feel free and ask. Okay. So for getting concentration, can you please share that yoga? Yeah, definitely. So there is one. I will share that concentrate. There is one yoga technique called super brain yoga. Yeah, there is a yoga technique known as super brain yoga. I will share you the video link. Yeah, I will share it to your HR Parvati ma'am. Then the Parvati ma'am will share with all of you. Okay, I will share that. I will share that for sure. So feel free and ask your question, whatever you want to ask me. Otherwise, I will consider that you understood everything. Okay, so there is one more question: how to stay away from bad past memories? Now, let me tell you, there is no one in the world has got only and only bad past memories. You also have sweet memories too. Am I right or wrong? You have sweet memories too. So I would say to focus upon the negative memories or positive memories is always your choice. I request you to focus upon something positive. I know some negative things you always get in your mind. Take the lesson from that. Okay? Take lesson from that and try to bounce back in your life. Take a lesson from it and bounce back. Take lesson from it and bounce back. And focus upon something positive. See, I told you. See, something happened in the past because of you or because of others. And if you're holding on to that, you're programming your mind and body in a negative way, and your future is going to be really worst future. It is going to be really bad future. Do you want a bad future for yourself? Absolutely no. You want glorious future, right? And if you want a glorious future, then you need to focus upon something positive, which happened in your life. There must have happened number of things which are damn positive, happy. Focus upon those sweet memories. Always remember or memorize. Always meditate on those sweet memories. What will happen? Because whatever we are thinking right now, we are going to get same kind of results in the future. Suppose if you're thinking on something of insult, suppose someone insulted you, right? Someone didn't give you respect. And if you keep thinking like that, they don't give me respect, they don't give me respect. They insult me, they insult me. They insult me, they insult me. If you keep on repeating like that, you know what is going to happen? You will meet hundreds and thousands of same people who will insult you. So do you want such thousands of people to come in your life to insult you? Absolutely no. You want someone who will appreciate you. And for that, you focus upon the memories in which someone appreciated you. Someone gave you the gift. Someone gave you the prize. Remember that. Memorize that. Repeat that. So what will happen? In your future, automatically, the people will come. Those people will appreciate you. They will give you gifts. They will give you awards, rewards, and everything. Why? Because you are repeating the same. See, the slide is in front of you. What you think you become. Please understand. What you think you become. So if you keep on thinking about something positive, then the positive and great things are there for you in future. But if you keep on thinking about what things you don't want, what things didn't happen in the right way, I'm sorry, you're going to attract very negative future. I hope you answered your question. So feel free and share if you have any questions. We are almost about to end our session. I'm quite grateful to Twinsway and Parvati ma'am for an opportunity. By the way, let me tell you, this is the first time in my life I'm giving a session to a corporate or a company which is out of Maharashtra. This is the first time in my life. So I'm quite grateful to it. And I'm damn sure it is going to open up a floodgates of opportunities for me. We will have the long-term bonding also. So feel free and share whatever you want to ask. Okay. Wow. So there is one more question, like how to stick to routine. Let me share you the formula. The formula is very simple. Keep on repeating some actions again and again, but on the baby steps way. Suppose if you want to start a routine of reading a book, yeah. If you want to start a routine of reading a book or doing exercise, I would say do not read for 1 to 2 hours and try to develop that habit of reading of 1 to 2 hours. You read only 1 page a day. What you do? You read only 1 page a day. Suppose if you want to do the exercise, do the exercise for 2 minutes a day. Now you must be thinking, what will happen in 1 page a day or 2 minutes exercise? Now let me tell you, if you repeat some patterns again and again, those patterns gets programmed in your mind. It becomes habit. See, first you make habit, then habit makes you. So to make the habit, you need to take baby steps. Take baby steps to create that routine. Do not change your life drastically. It will not give you the fantastic result. You're going to get results if you keep on doing some things on the consistent basis for longer duration, right? So keep on doing it in the baby steps form for the longer duration. And once you have that habit, then the routine is established. So taking baby steps every day, which you just cannot avoid, you just cannot give excuse for. Suppose I ask you to read 1 page a day, then you just cannot give me the excuse, sir, I don't have time. Because 1 page a day, it will take only 1 to 2 minutes. And if you keep on doing that for a month, it will be the part of your system, it will be part of your routine. So baby steps is the answer from my side. So feel free and share your questions. So last 2 minutes are remaining, I guess. Let me check my watch. Yeah. So last 2 to 3 minutes are remaining. Feel free and ask whatever questions you want to ask me. Yes, my pleasure. My pleasure. Feel free and ask whatever questions you have. Otherwise, we will end this webinar. Yeah, we will end this webinar. So looks like there are no questions. So Parvati ma'am, Thank you so much. All the management team of Twinsway, they trusted me. They gave me an opportunity to share my knowledge. I hope it helped you in a great way. So I'm feeling really blessed that you're going to have massive success in your life, but do not forget to share your success story with me. By following this system, you need to follow it for the longer duration. Please understand. You need to follow it for the longer duration. It is not going to happen in one or two sessions. You need to follow it in a longer duration, and once you start following it, then automatically miracle will happen in your life. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending the session and responding me whenever I ask you a few questions. And in case if I hurt you because of my statements or anything, knowingly or unknowingly, kindly forgive me for that. So looks like there are no questions. Yeah, there are no questions. So Parvati ma'am, can I end this session? Parvati ma'am, can I end this session? Okay, okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Again, God bless you. Enjoy and take care. The last quote I want to share, then we will end it. Last quote: give the world the best you have. Give the world the best you have. Then best in the world, then best in the world will come back to you, you and only you. So thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. Enjoy. Take care. Have an amazing, miraculous future ahead. God bless.